Hello, everybody, and welcome back to me watching season 1 of Game of Thrones. As maybe many of you don't know, unless you're part of my Twitch community, you can hear I'm kind of congested. I've been sick for like 3 weeks now, and it's just been a lot. I I'm starting to get like finally better, but I just did not want to like sit here and do reacts while I was coughing and congested. It just wouldn't have made for a very good, entertaining video, I don't think. But then also, I'm in the middle of moving and trying to look for a place to live all at the same time, so it's just been kind of a train wreck, shall I say. But we're back today. I'm going to be watching as many episodes of Game of Thrones today and just getting all my reacts recorded so they can just get edited and posted, hopefully. And then at least my Patreon people will have the full uncut reacts so they don't feel like they're just left with nothing. We're nearing towards the end of the season. I think there's only 3 episodes left, I want to say. And I've left off on episode 7 with all of my episode 7 notes. One of the most important things that I think happened in episode 7 was that King Robert died, and then Joffrey assumes the throne, which is not crazy. I mean, obviously, he is the son of Robert, so of course he would be like, yes, I am the next in line to assume the throne. But as we've seen, Ned Stark is finding all of these little things that would make Joffrey probably not the right person to take the throne, and that's kind of where we've left off on. I personally am worried for Ned's safety. I don't know. I know the Lannisters probably need the Starks in some way, and vice versa. The Starks need the Lannisters in some way. I mean, the realm, or not the realm, but at least that section of, the realm needs the Lannisters in order to keep the court going. They're funding literally everything. But I just worry about Ned's safety because I think he's kind of really now playing with fire, and I just can see the Lannisters doing anything they want. Now that there is no other person controlling what the Lannisters do, and Joffrey is a Lannister, and there's a lot of people who are willing to just bend the knee towards them since they are paying for so much and they are lining so many people's pockets. Like, yes, why would you mess with your money? Like that is the key to survival in that world. Well, this world too. But, in this world, we can see that you can't really do much without money, and you don't want to bite the hand that feeds you, so to say. And yeah, I don't know why anyone would go directly against them. And now they're all cushioning the throne. And uh I guess what happens really with the people of this realm. And then we also saw that Khal Drogo wants the throne for his son. So few interesting things happening here. I think I said in the last episode or my last react that I don't think, or at least as far as we know, it hasn't reached the Dothraki and not Cersei and Daenerys yet that the king is dead, and that Joffrey has at least temporarily taken the place. Yet we also see that the king says that Ned is in place until Joffrey is of age, but clearly that just doesn't matter anymore to not at least not the Lannisters or Cersei and Joffrey. But Jorah would be the one to probably tell Drogo and Daenerys that the king is dead, and we actually at least haven't seen him receive that news yet. I'm sure it's coming. And then it just makes me wonder what's going to happen in that situation. Okay, Joffrey has the throne. Now, does that mean that Drogo is going to be coming for Joffrey and trying to kill Joffrey, taking the throne back for his wife, Daenerys, and his son? Then we see Robert's brother also wants the throne, and then there's other people that Ned wants to take the throne because they're rightful heirs to it. There are so many people gunning for this one Iron Throne. So, which means I'm sure lots of death is coming because why not? Why not? They clearly are all willing to die for the throne. So, Also, don't forget to join my Patreon because the uncut reacts will be immediately uploaded to there, so you don't even have to wait to watch them. And then also my notes will be posted there as well. So make sure you join the Patreon. You can buy popcorn or you can join for free and wait for the reacts to eventually be out. But I know a lot of people have been joining so they can immediately watch them as soon as they come out and don't have to watch until the YouTube video comes out and then wait for the uncut version to come out on my Patreon. But we have a lot of fun there. There's lots of things going on there. I'm also reading Game of Thrones, but I'm kind of waiting at this point to read Game of Thrones since I am so close to being done with episode 1, and then I can really read book 1 of Game of Thrones. So I am waiting a little bit, and then I'll start reading Game of Thrones book 1 again and posting it on my Patreon. So if you're interested in any of that, the link will be below so you can join. Just so you guys know, I do stream on Twitch Wednesday through Saturday. I've always been a Twitch streamer. I've been a Twitch streamer for 13 years now. I'm not like a big streamer or anything like that, but it just is my true passion. And I just love streaming on Twitch. I love building a community there. I've loved every person I've ever met on there. So if you ever want to join the Twitch stream and you can talk about my reactions, you can join in on whatever we're talking about. But I just want to let you guys know I do stream on there very often. So if you ever feel like the reacts that I do here on YouTube are not enough, well, I always am pretty much around and on Twitch. So it's a great place to hang out and get to know the rest of my community. So just throwing that in there. It's been a while since I've watched episode 7, so I'm definitely excited to watch episode 8 with almost a fresh set of eyes. And let's just get into it. Okay. Let's move over. Get my new Game of Thrones blanket, which has a map of everything on it. And we shall get started.
Left high, left low.
Oh. Wait, this is like where Arya's... Oh, I thought it was like in the same place where Arya was practicing.
Do you break anything? The scepter will have my edge.
Oh. Well, this is like a whole overtaking. Wait.
Your sister knew perfectly well we were to leave today. How she could forget it, she
What
didn't
savages?
She's with her dancing master. She's with him every morning. She always comes back with scrapes and bruises. She's so clumsy.
Hush. Go back to your room. Bar the doors. And do not open them for anyone you do not know.
What is it? What's happening?
Do as I told you. Run!
Oh, this would be scary. Sansa, you gotta run faster than that, girl. I imagine the dress is probably heavy enough. Oh no.
Right. Now you are dead.
Arya's gonna need these skills sooner than she
You
thought.
went left,
And now you are a dead girl.
only because you lied.
My tongue lied. My eyes shouted the truth. You were not seeing.
I was so. I watched, but you...
Watching is not seeing, dead girl. The seeing, the true seeing. That is the heart of swordplay.
Arya Stark, come with us. Your father wants to see you.
And why is it that Lord Eddard is sending Lannister men in place of his own? I am wondering.
Mind your place, dancing master. This is no concern of yours.
I like
My
cereal.
father wouldn't send you. And I don't have to go with you if I don't want.
Take her.
Are you men or snakes that you would threaten a child?
Get out of my way, little man.
I don't want Syrio to die.
I am Sirio Forel.
Foreign bastard.
Okay.
And you will be speaking to me with more respect.
With a wood sword too. Oh my god, he's my king.
Bring the girl.
He is my
Harriet,
king.
child, we are done with dancing for the day. Run to your father.
I don't want him to get hurt. Oh my god, I'm stressed. What? He's
Bloody oafs.
such a badass.
Be gone now, Arya.
Come with me. Run.
The first sword of Bravos does not run.
Oh no.
What do we say to the god of death?
Not today.
Go.
Serio. Ah. No. Show me what happens. Hey. The.
Not safe. Not safe.
Stay away from me. I'll tell my father. I'll tell the Queen.
Who do you think sent me?
Fuck. No, not the Hound. I need the Hound to have like something really deep in him that's like, go Sansa, like run away.
Need it.
I know he does what everybody says and tells him to do,
What do
but
you want?
Want you, wolf girl. Come here.
Leave me be. My father's a lord. He'll reward you.
She'll reward me. The queen.
Stay.
oh my, oh, oh Arya. You know what? That's okay. He'll be fine. Probably. You don't need that part of your body anyways. It's fine.
Lord Stark, you must be thirsty.
Is that... Yeah, I was about to say, is that Varys?
I promise you, it isn't poison. Why is it no one ever trusts the eunuch?
Oh, this is such a mess.
Not so much, my lord. I would save the rest if I were you. Hide it. Men have been known to die of thirst in these cells.
What about my daughters?
The younger one seems to have escaped the castle. Even my little birds cannot find her.
And Sansa?
Still engaged to Joffrey. Cersei will keep her close. The rest of your household, though, all dead, it grieves me to say. I do so hate the sight of blood.
That's horrible.
My men being slaughtered and did nothing.
And would again, my lord. I was unarmed, unarmored, and surrounded by Lannister swords. When you look at me, do you see a hero?
Fair.
What madness led you to tell the Queen you had learned the truth about Joffrey's birth?
The madness of mercy. That she might save her children.
Ah, the children. It's always the innocents who suffer.
She killed one of her own children.
It wasn't the wine that killed Robert, nor the boar. The wine slowed him down and the boar ripped him open. But it was your mercy that killed the king. I trust you know you're a dead man, Lord Eddard.
I think I know Ned at this point is a dead man.
Can't kill me. Cat holds a brother.
The wrong brother, sadly. And lost to her. Your wife has let the imp slip through her fingers.
Oh, this is a mess,
That's
really.
true.
and slit my throat and be done with it.
Not today, my lord.
That's what Arya said.
Tell me something, Varys. Who do you truly serve?
The realm, my lord. Someone must.
I mean, I think Ned thought he served the realm too, but people are just very dishonest in this place. Alright. Is that Benjen?
So, without a doubt.
The other one's Jaffa Flowers, my lord. That's the hand the wolf tore off.
That is
Any
that
sign
guy's
of
camo.
Benjen or the rest of his party? Just these two, my lord. Been dead a while, I'd say. The smell.
What smell?
There is none. If they'd been dead for a long time, wouldn't they be rot?
Good point.
We should burn them.
Snell's not wrong, my lord. Fire will do for them. The wildling way.
I want Maester Aemon to examine them first. You may be a coward, Tarly. You're not stupid. Get them inside.
He had an education.
You heard him.
Lord Commander. Maester Aemon awaits you in his chambers.
A raven from King's Landing. Come on, move him out.
Give me a horn of ale, Snow. Pour one for yourself.
Why do I always feel like that's never good when somebody's like, and pour yourself one? They're like, you're gonna need a drink.
Is dead.
There you go.
Is there any word of my father?
Sit.
Oh, how horrible it must feel to be all the way over here.
Stark has been
You can't do anything.
charged with treason. They say he conspired with Robert's brothers to deny the throne to Prince Joffrey.
Please. I'm almost so mad at Ned for
I hope
not
you're not thinking of doing anything stupid.
being smarter and
Your duty
I don't know.
lies here now.
My sisters were in King's Landing too.
I'm sure they'll be treated gently.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Your father has proved to be an awful traitor, dear.
King Robert's body was still warm when Lord Eddard began plotting to steal Joffrey's rightful throne.
He wouldn't do that. He knows how much I love Joffrey. He wouldn't. Please, Your Grace, there's been a mistake. Send for my father, he'll tell you. The king was his friend.
Sansa Sweetling, you were innocent of any wrong, we know that. Yet you are the daughter of a traitor. How can I allow you to marry my son?
Fuck.
A child born of
Oh,
a
she's gonna lose this
traitor's
too.
seed is no fit consort for our king.
Shut
It's
up,
a sweet
old
thing
man.
now, Your Grace. But in 10 years, who knows what treason she may hatch.
No, I'm not. I'll be a good wife to him. You'll see. I'll be a queen just like you, I promise. I won't hatch anything.
The girl is innocent, Your Grace. She should be given a chance to prove her loyalty.
Peter, you're only saying that because it's Kat's daughter.
Little Dove, you must write to Lady Catelyn. And your brother, the eldest, what's his name?
Rob.
Word of your father's arrest will reach him soon, no doubt. Best it comes from you. If you would help your father, urge your brother to keep the king's peace. Tell him to come to King's Landing and swear his fealty to Joffrey.
They're not gonna do that.
If I could see my father, talk to him about...
Girl, they're not gonna let you see him.
Disappoint me, child. We've told you of your father's treason. Why would you want to speak to a traitor?
I only meant that... What will happen to him?
That depends.
On what?
On your brother. And on you.
Oh, I feel bad that Sansa's being used as such a pawn.
Treason? Sansa wrote this.
It is your sister's hand, but the Queen's words. You're summoned to King's Landing to swear fealty to the new king.
Joffrey puts my father in chains. Now he wants his ass kissed.
This is a royal command, my lord. If you should refuse to obey...
I won't refuse. His Grace summons me to King's Landing. I'll go to King's Landing.
What is gonna
But
happen?
not alone. Call the banners.
All of them, my lord.
They've all sworn to defend my father, have they not?
They have.
Now we see what the words are worth.
I've said this 3 times now. This is such a mess.
You've had this since dawn. He sent it to me, not you.
I hate her
It
sister.
was a courtesy. A courtesy! My husband has been taken prisoner. My son intends to declare war. A war? Your son against the Lannisters? You should go to him. Teach him patience. Ned rots in a dungeon, and you speak of patience. He is your brother by law. Does family mean nothing to you? Family means everything to me. And I will not risk Robin's life to get caught up in another of your husband's wars.
I'm hungry.
Hush now, darling. Just eat. You will not support us then? Do I understand you correctly?
But I'm hungry!
Soon, love, soon.
She needs to teach her son patience, please.
You're always welcome here, sister. But if you're asking me to send men from the Vale to fight, that is what I ask. Go on, sweet. Time for your bath. I'll feed you after. If you fear for the safety of your son... Of course I fear for the safety of my son. Are you an idiot? They killed my husband. You say they shoved your boy from a window. These people will do anything, and that is why we have to stop them.
I mean, I get her fear, obviously.
The Knights of the Vale will stay in the Vale where they belong, to protect their lord.
It's like such a... it's like 2 sides of the coin. I get it. I would understand not wanting to involve myself in a war. It's like, what do you do that you can do is correct? It's very hard to choose.
There's ill tribes all around here.
If I'm going to die, may as well be with a song in my heart.
I should just take your food and leave you here. Eh?
What would you do then?
Starve, most likely.
You don't think I'd do it, do you?
What do you want, Bronn? Gold? Women? Golden women? Stick with me and you'll have them all. For as long as I'm around and not a moment longer. But you knew that. That is why you so valiantly took up arms to defend my honor.
Fair enough. But don't go looking for me to bend the knee and lord you every time you take a shit. I'm not your toady, and I'm not your friend.
Though I would treasure your friendship, mainly interested in your facility with murder. And if the day ever comes when you're tempted to sell me out, remember this. Whatever their price, I'll beat it. I like living.
Honestly, I feel like we really need Tyrion's smarts right now.
Tyrion. Tyrion. Tyrion.
How can they tell it's there? Just by the stillness? Oh, I see him. I couldn't see at first.
Come, share our fire. Help yourselves to our goat.
When you meet your gods, you tell them Shagga, son of Dolf, of the Stone Crow, sent you.
Stone Crow.
I am Tyrion, son of Tywin of Clan Lannister.
How would you like to die, Tyrion, son of Tywin?
In my own bed, at the age of 80, with a belly full of wine and a girl's mouth around my cock.
Take the half-man. He can dance for the children. Kill the other one.
No. No. My house is rich and powerful. If you see us through these mountains, my father will shower you with gold.
We have no use for a half-man's promises.
Half a man, maybe. But at least I have the courage to face my enemies. What do the Stone Crows do? Hide behind rocks and shiver when the Knights of the Vale ride by. Are those the best weapons you could steal? Good enough for killing sheep. If the sheep don't fight back, Lannister Smith's shit better steal.
You think you can win us over with your trinkets?
How do you nick them that small?
That trinket is worth more than everything your tribe owns. But if you help us, Shagga, son of Dolf, I will not give you trinkets. I will give you this.
What is this?
The Vale of Arryn. The Lords of the Vale have always spat upon the hill tribes. The Lords of the Vale want me dead. I believe it is time for new Lords of the Vale.
I never can tell when Tyrion is just like talking his way around situations, or if he's ever. I know he follows through, but he has like loopholes to what he says. I feel like maybe.
Stop! Put it down!
Oh, John.
Blood will always tell. You'll hang for this bastard.
I mean, he kind of deserved it.
I told you not to do anything stupid. You're confined to quarters. Go.
Bye, John. Why don't people get in trouble for provoking people ever in this show? You can provoke people, yet you cannot react. I mean, you can, but you get in trouble.
Ghost? What's wrong? Is someone out there?
What is it gonna be? Please don't anything happen to Sam.
Commander!
Oh, Commander.
Stay.
Oh no.
Hello? Who's there?
Why am I scared? Why? I don't want it to be a White Walker. Oh! escape. Oh.
Snow! Come on!
Oh, that thing is not dead! And it has a sword! Oh my god. Wow, that was a power move right there. What is happening? They're like invading places?
Aishraki davre zafran. Kadrogo vajomora azafroke. Majin azafroke vajikishan.
I guess this is what the Dothraki do.
I thought the Dothraki didn't believe in money.
Gold to hire ships, Princess. Ships to sail to Westeros.
Well, this answers my question on what they were going to do to get ships. So I don't think Daenerys is going to like this side of Drogo. Like this
Jorah, make them stop.
This is what she's trying to escape.
Khaleesi,
You heard me.
these men have shed blood for their Khal. Now they claim their reward.
Mevafik je Khaleesi. Dothraki chomo ema عشان تكرمل زي ليسي خالص يسا عشان هاتي بتشكشك كلك مهون.
Princess, you have a gentle heart. This is how it's always been.
I do not have a gentle heart, sir. Mikasi ani Shekhal Droga ani Savelzerik.
I'm worried Drogo won't understand.
Come. What do you want done with them?
Bring her to me. And those women there.
You cannot claim them all, Princess.
I can.
And I will.
And I will.
That's what I'm saying, Daenerys. Change the ways. Change the ways.
Jelana tiariani. Mago was the meshapka which corasok pine. Ohara Haishraki which corasok peasajamai. Astiana has Ginny Gila.
Come on, Drogo.
Mago Asakat Shalari, Mashek Mishirakiani. And the request of San Ahariashek, Majan Morinembes, Majan Nembososaji.
Ginny at the La Jalar. Jin Churase Zafrajin. No Jin Kisha Takimora, then Mea Balaya Pakisha.
Andanem Alefak Vanzadig Mora. Hash Dothraki Shakit Sisaji Mora, Hash Morikit Mamoa Mamora.
Ash. Razig. Gova Waf.
Sevorse Vazandik Haravishmak Akate.
Yerifak. Asu Anno Sechi.
Ana Halisi. Ana Asok Yeresekoshi.
Okay, Drogo likes it. Dude, this guy will get gutted in like 1 second. He doesn't even have a braid. Oh shit. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, Drogo is great. Oh, I knew. Oh, he's taking out. Oh. What the fuck? Oh.
شك مشرك رياني زيزة.
زوشي. جانا تياري.
هنا غلاكي.
Ini osto asti, ati.
أنخلص اللاكتوس راكز باش فينا أوسيسو شان ماي.
زيجري بور حلاي ها زفرون فيني غوبيو كت.
Me أنا ومي بستوي.
Thank you, Silver Lady.
Who are you?
Because they at least need to clean it.
I am named Miri Mazdur. I was the god's wife of this temple.
Maigi.
My mother was god's wife here before me. She taught me how to make healing smokes and ointments. All men are one flock, so my people believe. The great shepherd sent me to earth to heal his...
As a seke. As a Maigi is char.
Lamb or lion. His wound must be washed and sewn, or it will fester.
أزاف من أفسد شك مشرك رياني. زيزة أنا ما يكيا.
He's such a softie for her. A big old softie.
For 30 years, I've been making corpses out of men, boy.
I'm just glad Daenerys is making the best out of her situation. People think I'm like in love with Drogo in that situation. I just think it's the only situation Daenerys could have.
That matches behind a Glover. I will lead the van, or I will take my men and march them home.
Oh, Bran. I haven't seen him in forever.
To do so, Lord Umber. And when I am done with the Lannisters, I will march back north, root you out of your keep, and hang you for an oathbreaker.
Oathbreaker, is it? I'll not
Them
sit
fighting
here and
words.
swallow insults from a boy so green he pisses grass.
I always get worried when the dire wolves are gonna get hurt. Oh!
My Lord Father taught me it was death to bear steel against your liege lord. Doubtless, the great John only meant to cut my meat for me.
Did he lose his pinky?
Is bloody tough.
Only in this show someone could lose 2 fingers and make a joke after. Makes for a good story though. I'd be like, oh, I lost 2 fingers to a direwolf.
Where are you going?
South, for father.
He's gonna go by himself?
The Lannisters have spies everywhere. I don't want them to know we're coming.
They have more men than we do.
Aye, they do.
Can't I come with you?
Oh,
I
his
can
whole
ride now.
family.
You've seen me riding.
You're gonna wipe the
And I won't
Starks
get
out.
in the way.
There must always be a Stark in Winterfell. Until I return, that will be you. You are not to leave the castle walls while we are gone, do you understand? Listen to Maester Lewin.
Poor little Bran.
Look after your little brother.
I will.
I'll send letters whenever I
He's
can.
just a baby
If you don't
himself.
hear from me, don't be scared. Till I return.
They had such a frickin' cushy life until frickin' King Robert came to Winterfell one time. Their lives were turned upside down.
have you been hiding out there? Rob will be looking for you to say goodbye. They've all gone away. So I'll be back soon. Rob will free Father. And I'll come back with Mother. No, they won't.
They almost look the same age, but I thought in the show they said he was only about 3.
Please watch over
I must have
Rob
misunderstood.
and watch over all the other men from Winterfell. And Sion too, I suppose.
You hear them, boy? The old gods are answering you.
How did she find this place?
They're my gods too. Beyond the wall, they're the only gods. Even slaves are allowed to pray.
You're not a slave. Well, your friend did put a knife to my throat.
I'm not complaining, little Laura. Just telling truths.
What did you mean about hearing the gods?
You ask them. They're answering you. Shh. Open your ears.
It's only the wind.
Who do you think sends the wind if not the gods? They see you, boy. They hear you. Your brother will get no help from them where he's going. The old gods have no power in the south. The weirwoods there were all cut down a long time ago. How can they watch when they have no eyes? No, there's a big man. He has giant's blood in him, or I'm the queen.
Go back and find your clothes, Hodor.
Hodor.
Go dress.
Hodor.
Are there really giants beyond the wall?
Giants are worse than giants. I tried telling your brother. He's marching the wrong way. All these swords, they should be going north, boy. North, not south.
Well, there's 2 things to worry about, and only so many you can handle.
Winds are rising.
Does she really mean giants, though? Like really giants?
They were touched by White Walkers. That's why they came back. That's why their eyes turned blue. Only fire will stop them. How'd you know that? I read about it in a book. A very old book in Maester Aemon's library. What else did the book say? The White Walkers sleep beneath the ice for thousands of years. And when they wake up...
And when they wake up, what?
I mean, now they have truth of the White Walkers. They didn't believe it before.
The wall's high enough.
They can climb? See, that wall looks so freaking tall, and everyone was mad that I didn't think the wildlings could climb that wall. What normal person could climb that wall? I don't know. I mean, I guess people do it all the time, but... I couldn't climb it, I guess.
Summer snows, milady.
Rob's brought the north with him.
The River Lords are falling back, with Jaime Lannister at their heels. And Lord Tywin is bringing round a second Lannister army from the south. Our scouts confirm it's even larger than the Kingslayers.
One army or 2? The kings in the north threw back hosts 10 times as large.
Mother.
You look well.
Lady Catelyn, you're a welcome sight in these troubled times.
We had thought not
Very
to meet
troubled.
you, lady.
I had not thought to be here. I would speak with my son alone.
I know you will forgive me, my lords.
Why do I feel like they're not going to get to say goodbye to Ned? That's sad.
You too, Greyjoy. You bloody deaf. Have no fear, my lady. We'll shove our swords up
Poor
Tywin
Greyjoy. He's
Lannister's
like, that is my
bunghole, and
family
then it's
now.
on to the Red Keep to free Ned. You all
Free Ned.
John. You're not wasting away, are you?
Do we think they're going to get to do that? I don't think so.
I remember the day you came into this world, red-faced and scrawling. And now I find you leading a host to war.
There was no one else.
No one? Who were those men I saw here?
None of them are Starks.
All of them are seasoned in battle.
If you think you can send me back to Winterfell...
Would that I could.
There was... a letter. From Sansa.
From the Queen, you mean?
I'm glad everybody can see through that, at least. Rather than be like, oh, Sansa, why would you say this?
No.
How many men do you have?
18,000. If I go to King's Landing and bend my knee to Joffrey...
You would never be allowed to leave, no. Our best hope, our only hope, is that you can defeat them in the field.
And if I lose?
Do you know what happened to the Targaryen children when the Mad King fell?
They were butchered in the sleep.
On the orders of Tywin Lannister. And the years have not made him kinder.
Oh.
If you lose, your father dies. Your sisters die. We die.
What are they gonna do?
Well, that makes it simple then.
I suppose it does.
To win. What? How? With 18,000 men, surely they have, like... The Lannisters have to have, like, triple that. Oh my god, they literally... Look at how many places... Look. It's never ending.
From here, it might be best if Bronn and I continue alone.
Best for Tyrion, son of Tywin, not best for me. If
Guy
the
behind him is
half-man
crazy
betrays us, Shagga, son of Dolph, will cut off his manhood.
And feed it to the goats, yes. All right, then. Time to meet my father.
Okay. You would think where the highest like nobility stays wouldn't be on like the back end. I would make it in the middle so all of the other people were surrounding it, so you don't go straight for the target. Or I feel like it makes yourself a target. Does that make sense what I'm saying?
Tyrion.
Uncle? Father?
The rumors of your demise were unfounded.
Sorry to
I was about to say, sorry to disappoint you.
And who are these companions of yours?
This is Shagga, son of Dolph, chieftain of the Stone Crows. Timett, son of Timett, ruler of the Burned Men. This fair maid is Chella, daughter of Check, leader of the Black Ears. And here we have Bronn, son of...
You wouldn't know him.
May I present my lord father?
Little band of
Tywin,
misfits.
son of Tytos of House Lannister, Lord of Casterly Rock, Warden of the West. Kind of you to go to war for me.
You left us no choice. The honor of the house was at stake. Your brother would never have submitted to capture so meekly.
We have our differences, Jaime and I. He's braver. I'm better looking.
He's been covering himself in glory.
Jaime smashed the river lords of the Golden Tooth, and now lays siege to Riverrun, Catelyn Stark's homeland.
Stark's Lord Eddard?
Is our hostage. He will lead no armies from his dungeon cell.
How did my sweet sister persuade the king to imprison his dear friend Ned?
Robert Baratheon is dead. Joffrey rules.
Oh yeah, I forgot Tyrion didn't know. Oh shit.
My sister rules, you mean?
Yep.
Stark's son has called his banners. He moves south with a strong host.
Green boy. One taste of battle and he'll run back to Winterfell with his tail between his legs.
Maybe. Though the boy does have a certain belligerence. You'd like him. While we're on the subject of
his father's son, after all.
war, I made promises to my friends here. The Lannister always pays his debts. We shall require 3,000 helms and shields, plus swords, pikes, gorgets, maces.
If it please my lord, Sir Adam bids me report that the Northmen have crossed the neck.
The wolf rushes into the lion's jaws.
Man, they're moving fast.
Come in. Command the Drovers Beat Assembly. And send word to Jaime that I'm moving against Robb Stark.
At once, my lord.
There's so much happening. I can't even like predict what's going to happen.
It is said that the men of the mountain clans are great warriors. Ride with me against my enemies, and you shall have all my son promised you and more.
Only if the half-man fights with us. Until we hold the steel he pledged us, the little lion's life is ours.
The scouts report.
He's like, what the hell did I get myself into?
We need to get him on broken ground, put his knights at a disadvantage.
No, we need to get around him and break Jaime Lannister's siege of Riverrun. Do that, and the River Lords will join us.
To do either, we need to cross the river. The only crossing is at the Twins.
Lord Frey controls that bridge. Your father's bannerman.
The late Lord Frey, my father calls him. At the Trident, he didn't appear until the battle was done. Some men take their oaths more seriously than others.
What are they gonna do? It feels like the...
Rob's right. We need that bridge.
I feel like they're
What's it
surrounded.
gonna be? Do we move against Jaime or Lord Tywin?
Your pardon, my lords. We've captured a Lannister scout.
Oh, don't worry, lad. He won't be leaving this tent with his head.
Where did you find him?
In the brush above the encampment. He looked to be counting.
I'd be like, count this, and it's my one fist in his face.
20,000, maybe more.
You don't have to do this yourself. Your father would understand
My
if
father understands mercy when there is room for it. And he understands honor.
You gonna kill him?
Courage. Let him go.
Oh, that's the opposite of what I thought.
Tell Lord Tywin, winter is coming for him. 20,000 Northerners marching south to find out if he really does shit gold.
Yes, my lord. Thank you, my lord.
Oh, I love the Starks personally, and I appreciate their honorability and like.
Touched, boy. Let him
but
go.
yeah, sometimes I'm like, look at what happens every time they like let their honor run free. It bites them in the ass every time. Which scares me because I would probably act the same way they do, and I'm like, man, am I living my life wrong? Should I be more like a Lannister? The Lannisters get what they want.
In the place of the traitor, Eddard Stark,
So one of
It is
each
the
has to
wish
go
of His
again
Grace
and pledge their
Tywin Lannister,
loyalty to
Lord of
Joffrey.
Castle Rock and Warden of the West, be appointed Hand of the King. Lastly, in these times of treason and turmoil, it is the view of Council that the life and safety of King Joffrey be of paramount importance.
Sir Barristan Selmy.
Your Grace, I am yours to command.
Rise, Sir Barristan. You may remove your helm.
Are they gonna behead him?
You have served the realm long and faithfully. Every man and woman in the Seven Kingdoms owes you thanks. But it is time to put aside your armor and your sword. It is time to rest and look back with pride on your many years of service.
Your Grace, the King's Guard is a sworn brotherhood. Our vows are taken for life. Only death relieves us of our sacred trust.
Whose death? Sir Barristan, yours or your king's?
You let my father die. You're too old to protect anybody.
Your Grace...
The Council has determined that Sir Jaime Lannister will take your place as Lord Commander of the King's Guard.
The man who profaned his blade with the blood of the king he had sworn to defend.
Careful, sir.
We have nothing but gratitude for your long service, good sir. You shall be given a stout keep beside the sea, with servants to look after your every need.
A hall to die in, and men to bury.
Honestly, I thought they were gonna be like, take off your helm, and they just behead him.
I am a knight. I shall die a knight.
A naked knight, apparently.
Shut up, Peter. No one likes you.
Even now I could cut through the five of you like carving a cake. Here, boy. Melt it down and add it to the others.
Boy. I mean...
If any man in this hall
Understandable.
has other matters to set before his grace, let him speak now, or go forth and hold his silence.
Your Grace.
Come forward, my lady.
The Lady Sansa of House Stark.
Everyone says her name a bit different.
Do you have some business for the King and the Council, Sansa? I do.
As it please your grace, I ask mercy for my father, Lord Eddard Stark, who is Hand of the King.
Treason is a noxious weed. It should be torn out.
Let her speak. I want to hear what she says.
Thank you, your grace.
Do you deny your father's crime?
No, my lords. I know he must be punished. All I ask is mercy. I know my lord father must regret what he did. He was King Robert's friend and he loved him. You all know he loved him. He never wanted to be Hand until the king asked him. They must have lied to him, Lord Renly or Lord Stannis or somebody. They must have lied.
I'm
He said
proud
I wasn't
Sansa's
the
standing
king.
up for something now.
Why did he say that?
He was badly hurt. Maester Pycelle was giving him milk of the poppy. He wasn't himself, otherwise he never would have said it.
Sansa.
A child's faith. Such sweet innocence. And yet they say wisdom oft comes from the mouths of babes.
Treason is treason.
Anything else?
If you still have any affection in your heart for me, please do me this kindness, your grace.
Girl, he does not like you. But I know his reaction determines how people will probably look
Your
at
sweet
him.
words have moved me. But your father has to confess. He has to confess and say that I'm the king. Or there'll be no mercy for him.
I don't know if Ned's gonna do that.
He will.
I don't know if I want him to or not. You know? Like, do I want Ned to get killed no matter what and die an honorable, like, truly to him, or do I want him to stay alive?
Arya Stark,
I don't know.
come with us.
Part of me wants him to lie, so, and just be like, yeah, you know what, Joffrey's king, whatever. So, I don't know. Let me write some notes and we'll see. I'll see what I think. I honestly have no idea what's gonna happen. I'm a little at a loss right now, but let me write some notes. Okay, so I am back with my notes. I've written quite a bit for this one, but I also kind of worried about my line of thinking because I feel like I can't really say what's gonna happen next. I don't even know what I personally really feel like what's going to happen next. I'm also always much better on picking up on like smaller side pieces than I am usually the whole big picture. I don't know why I'm like that. I just struggle with the bigger picture sometimes, but you know, if there's a little side story, I can pick that up just fine for whatever reason. But I'm just gonna go through my notes and just kind of relay why I think that's going to happen, or I don't know what I think is going to happen potentially. So I will start with, we obviously see one of the most important parts is everybody is kind of being required to bend the knee. King Joffrey has, gosh, even I'm calling him king. Joffrey has taken the throne, and honestly, the only option people are kind of left with is bending the knee and just accepting King Joffrey as the new king. What else are people gonna do? Honestly, I couldn't even say. The only like outside possibility would maybe be the Dothraki, and I will touch on that later and what I think could be there. Ned is marked with treason, which obviously we know is ridiculous, but I mean, at the end of the day, Ned was just trying to do what he thought was correct and just time after time doing the right thing. I feel like often leads in the exact opposite of what you want happening. The Lannisters get away with literally everything, and they go about most things in a very selfish way and get rewarded for it time after time again. It's even expected that the Stark household, I guess, it's even expected that the Starks bend their own knee and accept Joffrey and really the Lannisters as the new ruling, because we all know Cersei's going to be the real ruler of all of this. She's already their queen, so I guess it doesn't really change anything, but you just know, Cersei doesn't even have a second opinion anymore now that Robert is no longer around. But obviously that's going to be very hard because you're asking the children of Ned Stark to basically call their own father a traitor and turn against their own father for a house that's not even really theirs, or not theirs at all, though Sansa is trying to make it hers still. And I mean, we really do see that Cersei doesn't even really want, I think Cersei would be totally okay if all of the Starks just died and they were all out of her way, because I mean, she doesn't even really want Sansa in the family anymore. I think at one point the relationship would have been beneficial, but now it probably doesn't even really matter anymore. So that's one big somebody said, is it overarching or overarching? I don't even know. Theme is that everybody is kind of required to bend the knee, whether they want to or not. If you don't do it, then you're SOL. If you do it, well then great. You're, serving under someone that you may not really like all that much, but may be in your best interest. I wrote down that Cersei is really the puppet master and master puppeteer that we know her to be. Knowing that Ned and his children, Sansa in particular, knowing their innocence, and yet Cersei can really sit there and entrap everybody into her will and her web of just everything, honestly. I mean, like I even just said before, I mean, Cersei would truly, I think, just eradicate the Starks if she really wanted to and found a way to do so. I don't even really know what benefit the Starks could offer to them, but you could say that about anybody. The Lannisters have done such a good job of making themselves so self-sufficient that they don't need anything and don't want anything from anyone. Like, there just is no benefit. They are truly the apex predator of their realm and can kind of do and say whatever they want without much backlash. And now, perfectly, it is Jaime, Joffrey, and Cersei that will all be leading. And like I said again, no one really willing or trying to stop them. And I mean, the one person that was able to interject the first opinion that really mattered was King Robert's. But I mean, with him being gone, it just there is no even like pushback anymore. And the Lannisters really, well, they are the type of people where if you do offer any pushback, they'll just kill you. You know what I mean? Like they don't even want to. It's such a wind tunnel for them, and they've created such a wind tunnel for themselves. Because even at some point, like, despite King Robert was kind of willing to listen to a voice of reason. And I mean, there's plenty of times where Cersei tried to interject her own opinion, and Robert he at least somewhat weighed her opinion or weighed Ned's opinion or someone's opinion. And the Lannisters just kind of listened to themselves talk, and then that's what happens. But I did say that no one's really willing to stop the Lannisters from doing all of this, except for maybe the Dothraki. And that's why I think the most interesting, I guess, like, crux, if you could say, would happen in this storyline would be the Dothraki, because the Dothraki, they're somewhere else. They're not gaining any type of benefit from the Lannisters, and they may be the only people truly able to come in and kind of F shit up. You know what I mean? Like, they have nothing to gain. They have nothing to lose either. And if they were to gain, it would be a great victory for them. I mean, Drogo wants the throne for his son. He knows Daenerys wants to go back home. Daenerys wants to go back home. And they are not being pulled in any direction by the Lannisters, meaning they're not being given any money by them. They have no ties to them at all. The Lannisters have no control over the Dothraki. So honestly, the only people that could really come for the Lannisters and kind of uproot stuff would be the Dothraki if they're able to get ships. And that leads me to talking about Drogo and just the Dothraki in general. I was really worried that Drogo was not going to understand where Daenerys was coming from. Because like I said in the last episode, I actually think Daenerys fears a lot of what she sees. Or at least there's a lot of parts of the Dothraki that I don't think Daenerys really truly accepts or loves. So to say, has she fallen in love with Drogo? Yes. But I mean, at the end of the day, she's still an outsider to their ways. And for a long time, Daenerys was used as a pawn herself, and was also used as a sex slave herself. Like, to put it in a, lack of better terms, she really was. Like, and she was controlled by her brother. And she's probably, a lot of the things that she sees the Dothraki do, especially after they've like invaded the lambs. I don't really know what to call them other than like the lamb people. And then she sees them trying to, mount the women. there's probably a lot of like trigger points that happen for Daenerys where she's sitting there like, wow, I'm not Khaleesi, and I don't want to sit here and watch more women go through the same thing that I went through, Daenerys speaking. But Drogo's, to my surprise, well, it wasn't even really to my surprise. I know you can see how infatuated and like how curious he is about Daenerys and her ways, and how he kind of accepts a lot of her ways of being. And I think he really does see a queen and a leader when he looks at her, which is why he's willing to listen to her so much, or open to listening to her so much, and blending both of their ways of ruling, and making, I hope this baby is like a true blend of the both of them. But I do also worry about Daenerys coming in and also kind of uprooting the Dothraki way, because it could potentially weaken Drogo's control over his own people, and they may no longer really trust him if they see that the ways that they're used to and the ways that have always worked for them kind of goes out the window a bit. The Dothraki are known for being the Dothraki for a reason. They're feared for a reason, and I know Daenerys says that she does not have a soft heart, and I don't think she has a soft heart. I think she has a fair heart, in my opinion, but I worry if people will see that as a weakness, which, even though we know that's not a weakness, I worry that people will see that as a weakness, and they'll kind of like lose this really hard hand, iron fist type of control that Drogo used to have. And I worry that the people will become distrusting of this new way of doing things. And I wrote down that Daenerys is still an outside influence, and I worry that they'll also turn on Daenerys and look at Drogo and say, you've married this woman, and her outside opinions and outside ways are swaying the way you lead, saying that to Drogo. And unfortunately, I think it kind of makes for an unknown future for the Dothraki. I think the Dothraki were okay with how they are for so long because, one, they don't know any other way, but two, again, that way works. If you act out in any way, you're just killed and dealt with, then you never act out. You know what I mean? Like, you always kind of have this blueprint for you, and you just tell yourself, yeah, if you follow the blueprint, if I follow Drogo and don't act out outside of any other way, then I know my safety and I know my future as well. But now Drogo wants this royal, or they want this royal control across the sea. They're going to need ships for that. They're going to be in a situation of which they've never been in before, like leading in kind of a royal court situation, when it's usually been more of the Dothraki way, I guess, like, which is still has like a royal, like a, what would you call that? Like, okay, here's your king, and then here's the people that serve under your king, and here's the rest of the people. It'll still have that like layout to it, but in a whole other way, because really you'll be leading an entire realm now, rather than just your own people and then the people that are scared of you. Does that, maybe I'm wrong about that. I mean, there are a lot of parallels to the way the Dothraki lead, and then the way that freaking the Lannisters have, and Robert Baratheon have always led. So I don't know. Maybe I do think it will be an issue because it is different enough, and but as far as like what could truly happen, I don't know. Maybe they would be okay in that situation, but I do know they need ships, and they're going to continuously have to find gold or a group of people in which they can get ships from, and then they're probably going to plan to sail to get to King's Landing and overthrow stuff. It's just going to be such a new and different way of being for the Dothraki, all for their their son to have the Iron Throne and Daenerys to get back home. I'm not complaining. I would love to see the Lannisters get freaking uprooted from the inside out, or from the outside in, really. But I I worry as well. So, yeah, I wrote Dothraki have no control by the Lannisters, so they can come in and risk themselves for the throne for Daenerys and their son. Yes. Next point. You know who I'm going to talk about? Peter Little Frickin' Finger, that rat. This isn't even much, but I did write this down because I am waiting for this moment. I cannot wait to see Kat and Peter meet for the first time after all of this has happened. Like, Peter has a hand in imprisoning Kat's husband, Ned Stark. Please. It's going I honestly I can't even like predict what Peter's reaction is going to be. Like, Peter could go two ways, I feel like. Kat will hate him. Kat will hate the person she has trusted for so long for the rest of her life. And Peter could either just not care at all. And honestly, I worry for Kat because Peter could just be like, "Oh, you're mine now." Like, now that Ned's out of the way, you're mine, Kat. Or Peter could feel a lot of remorse for what he has done. I don't know which one it's going to be. Part of me tells me that he will not feel any remorse, but I do think Kat's going to hate him for the rest of their lives, and that won't be a good thing. And I don't even know if that will really result in anything that's like of importance to the plot line, but you never know. I mean, if Peter feels enough remorse for doing what he did and pissing Kat off bad enough, he could go against the Lannisters and start doing stuff in favor of the Starks. So, you never know. I mean, that could lead to a little treason. So, next, Robb is now leading and hosting his first battle/war. I don't really know what they consider it, if it's a war or a battle, but I do worry. I don't know how many men the Lannisters are controlling or have. I would assume it's a lot more than 20,000 men. I think it's a lot more than 20,000 men. And also, the people who the Lannisters control are literally everywhere. I just don't know what Robb is going to do. I don't know what he's going to do. Everywhere they turn, they're going to be met with a battle against somebody that's serving under the Lannisters, and every time they go to battle, they're going to lose more and more people. They could lose thousands of people every single time until there's just literally no one left other than the core group that is like right around Robb. And I just feel like in the end, this battle, I don't know, it just feels like a death sentence, I guess. I know Robb wants to save his father and do what's right by his father. And like we were saying earlier, the Lannisters just want them to bend, their knee and just kind of give up. They just want them to give up. Honestly, that would be the easier route. But I also don't think the Lannisters really care if the Starks try to fight back, because they have everything just kind of already figured out, and they have enough men to waste. The Lannisters, I mean, have enough men to waste to just be like, sure, Robb, come to war with us. We'll kill all of your men and we'll still get the same end results. You know what I mean? That's really all I wrote for that. Next question is, where is Arya? Where is Arya ran off to? She's accidentally potentially killed somebody. Her first kill. Granted, I who cares? The kid was literally trying to like seize her by Cersei Lannister, and obviously that scared Arya to the point where she had to react and get away. But I don't know where, like, we don't know where she's going to. She could be going anywhere. I feel like she could potentially be running to look for Robb, maybe, or maybe she's heard somewhere where one of her own family members is, but where she's going, I honestly don't know. And now she could be held for the murder of that kid. So, that's great. She's now potentially a murderer on the run. Which also leads me to Sansa while we're talking about the Stark children. She's pleading for her father's life, which, hallelujah, finally Sansa is sticking up for something, and let it be her father. You know, she couldn't do it for Arya. She wouldn't do it for Arya. Yeah, now she's doing it for her father. It could be too little too late, which I am worried about. Honestly, at this point, I've just written Ned off in my head as dead, because how do you get out of this situation? I don't think you can. Like, Ned is at the top of the food chain and is getting absorbed. So, by the Lannisters, I honestly just think he's dead. I don't want to watch him die. I don't want to watch Sean Bean die. But anyways, she's pleading for his life to the Lannisters, while she's also trying to balance still marrying into being queen for Joffrey. So I understand she's trying to play both sides. You can't blame her for trying, honestly. I know she wants her cake and to eat it too. And she's trying her best. I can't even be mad at Sansa right now. She's trying her best. She's trying to secure her own future while also trying to secure her father's future and her family's future. So, you can't blame her, but I just feel like Ned is not going to accept Joffrey as his king. Ned's going to die. Sansa will marry into the Lannister family and become queen like she had originally planned. But I mean, she has to now see how evil these people truly are. I know she was blind and naive to it at first, which is fine. She's just a kid, and to her, Joffrey was kind of her first love, and she was probably like willing to be blinded by it. But I mean, now she's almost going to be like Cersei in a lot of ways, where Cersei led by her husband's side and kind of just hated him the entire time, got herself a side piece, her brother, her brother, and kind of just waits around until until Robert died or had Robert killed. So, I mean, Sansa's life could be paralleled to Cersei, and I actually think that's what Cersei is worried about. I mean, well, I don't even know why I said it that way, because that's obviously what Cersei is worried about. I think Cersei sees a lot of herself in Sansa and is like, damn, this bitch is going to get in here and do the exact same thing that I did. And she's going to uproot everything from the inside out and get it to be exactly how she wants it to be. I think Sansa could be really good at that. Sansa is selfish enough, yet she's a kid, so it's not, I mean, every kid has their selfish phase. But Sansa is right now selfish enough to be exactly how Cersei was. And I think that's what Cersei is worried about. She's worried that Sansa would come in and eventually poison Cersei's son, Joffrey. So I don't even mean like actually poison him, but you know what I mean? Just like poisoning him, whether that be physically poison him or poison his mind. A lot of, I also, because I think Joffrey will never really have a mind of his own. He is such a product of just listening to whatever his mom and dad probably say, that Cersei probably knows that Joffrey could easily be swayed in a lot of ways. So I don't know. I feel like we saw a little bit of that while he's sitting in the Iron Throne and is letting Sansa speak and is hearing Sansa out. Joffrey could have just very well been like, Sansa, shut up and go back to your place. Don't speak to me. Don't speak at all. But he let Sansa say her piece. So that was kind of an interesting part for me. really one of the I wrote two last things. Next was about Bran. I really am going through the Stark children one by one. Robb, Arya, Sansa, and my last one is about Jon. I didn't even mean to do that, but that's funny. So I said Bran is back. The last time we really had seen Bran was seeing the crow, and we see him praying to the gods, and that wilding comes up and asks him if they're, or tells him that they're listening, which that entire conversation made me be like, oh, okay. Is Bran going to become kind of in touch with things that are not physically there, but may potentially Bran can see, but others cannot see? He sees the crow. The crow is trying to lead him to something in his dreams. He's kind of becoming this seer in some odd way, because if that wilding girl can teach him to listen to what the energy in the world around him is trying to tell him, it's possible that they could have this storyline where Bran is very in touch with his intuition, and kind of is like a seer in a lot of ways, and has these dreams that give him premonitions and predictions, and he can use the world to let him know what's going to happen or bend to his will. So I thought that was kind of an interesting storyline, because she's telling Bran that she can hear what the gods are saying. Yeah, Bran's kind of like, what? They're not saying anything. So I would be curious if she could teach Bran how to listen to that intuition and how to make sense of it to where he can see things that are not there to other people, if that makes sense. Which would be a really cool and interesting storyline for Bran. I kind of like that idea. And then my last one was about Jon Snow. That was the end of my notes. Poor Jon. He cannot do anything. He cannot leave the wall, despite everything that is happening to all of his half siblings and his father. I feel for Joe. I feel for Jon at this point, because, I mean, like I said, he is such a big brother, big protector of his family, and his hands are truly tied at this point, because he knows if he leaves the wall, he will just be sentenced to death, and what good will he be if he's dead? But also he's at the wall risking his life, and what good will he be if he's dead? So kind of in a connuption, I guess. Is that a word? I don't know. What am I trying to say? He's kind of in a bad situation right now. And we still don't know if his uncle is okay, which I wrote down that he kind of has total isolation from his family now. His dad is potentially about to die. His uncle is potentially dead. We don't know what's going to happen to any of his siblings. It's very possible that they're all just, the Lannisters are like, yeah, just kill them all. They all are potential. They're all the children of a traitor and have the potential to be traitors themselves. So it's kind of an interesting thing that is just happening, because since Jon Snow is technically a Snow and not really a Stark, it's kind of his first time really being truly just himself, not really tied to his family in any way anymore, because he can't be, and he truly is isolated from everyone that made him any bit of Stark that he was. So yeah, he's physically isolated and kind of emotionally isolated right now from the rest of his family. But those are all of my notes for episode 8 of Game of Thrones season 1. It's getting wild. And yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. I don't really have anything that I think is going to happen next necessarily, other than what I've already mentioned. So really all I have left to do is watch and wait and see what happens. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of me reacting to Game of Thrones season 1, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And I will see you guys for episode 9. Bye.